up, everybody? It's me, your girl, Jazzy McBee.
I'm Ebony.
I'm Ravin.
Mack, the DJ.
And this is For Women by Women, another episode. We got some great talk. It's a lot of things going on, so much stuff happening. I mean, we can't even just keep up with all the topics because we just got a lot to discuss today, ladies.
We are ready.
Y'all ready?
Yes. Let's get it.
So, what is going on in y'all world?
Yeah.
Do we need to start with Shay first?
Well, hold on. Let me start with me first.
Okay.
And then we go to Shay. So I just want to say I just celebrated 4 years anniversary, married to my husband. We got married on 7/10. Well, for the first time, we got married 7/10. We got married twice. So
Nice.
but for the first time, so I just wanted to say that that's an accomplishment with us being that's an accomplishment for young couples. So
Congratulations.
That's great. It's gonna make me cry.
Yes. So being married, you said 4 years. What's the key to the marriage aspect of the relationship?
We both say this. I think the key is you have to marry someone that was your friend first. So it's like marrying your best friend and you won't have too many issues. That's what it was. We were good friends before we got married. Before we even got in a relationship, when we were both in different relationships, we were still friends. So that's, I think, the key thing is be friends first and also be willing to compromise on a lot of things.
Right. So, listen, but a lot of people don't know how you and your husband actually met. And you say, because y'all wasn't always, because I know the story, but I always say, I love y'all story because it's the ultimate love story. Of course, y'all had some complications, in between and kind of separated and then came back together. So tell everybody just a little bit of how you guys became Ebony and Holiday.
Every time we tell this story, it gets different because I don't think we honestly really remember for sure. But I know it was a long time ago. He gonna hate me for saying this, but I was having a calendar release party and nobody really knew who he was at the time. He was at Risky's calendar release party. So we met then, and just from then we started talking on the phone all the time. Then it progressed into a friendship, then it progressed into a relationship. It was a little quick relationship because it was kind of when I was really popping and it was at the peak of his career. So it didn't work out then. So it lasted a couple months, I believe, and then we broke up. I moved to LA. We both got into other relationships with other people for I think maybe 2-3 years we were separated. And I ended up moving back to Atlanta. We ended up talking again, and we both left who we were with to be back together again.
See? Ain't that a cute story? That is so cute. I mean, y'all need to tell that more often, because people just don't know. They think but I just love the story because it shows that, just because somebody is not good for you at that particular time does not mean they aren't good for you at a later time. If y'all get y'all shit together.
Right, exactly. We both weren't ready for what we have now. It wouldn't have worked then. You know what I'm saying? Now not now, but when we got back together almost now 8 years ago, we were more mature, and we both had been through some stuff, and we knew we were lacking some things that we both could offer each other. Right. So that's what made us come back. And then we still kept that friendship. We stopped talking for a little bit during our relationships, but closer to the end of our relationships with our people, we started talking back to each other, and we were confiding in each other, getting advice from each other. What should I do? Should I leave? What should, so that kind of made us come back closer. And I always used to try to get him to stay with who he was with. He used to always say, we doing this, and nobody believes that. But I was never that type to be no, you need to leave her. No, I was the one to be no, work it out. I was her. I was the one that was always trying to keep them together. But he just, it just wasn't meant to be, I don't think. So,
You don't think it was not meant to be? Because you and him are together.
Wasn't.
It was not.
You want that old thing back? That's
it. Exactly. Shay, why you over there? What is
look at
I'm just trying
What, baby girl? Shay, what is going on?
It's okay, girl. Let it out, girl. Let it out.
We your sisters.
Yes,
What's
it's
wrong?
okay.
What is going? Because I know that you were.
That was like a whole, like, her story was just so identical to my story with my baby daddy. It just didn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Because my baby daddy, he was my best friend. He did a lot of things that really hurt me bad. Like, he did a lot of things. But regardless of the fact of what he did, we still had that connection as friends.
Mm-hmm.
And when we had our daughter, you know, things got scary because men can't really handle responsibility like women can because they are more free and not attached to their children.
Right.
So, you know, my baby father was doing him or whatever. And, you know, it took me 3 years to make that step to bring somebody around my daughter, be in a relationship. Like, don't get me wrong, I've had guy friends and they've met Gingy before and Gingy can call them by their name. But it's like, now it's like, I'm actually bringing somebody around my child and where I'm trying to make that next step. Like, I don't care if I got 2 baby fathers at this point, and I never wanted that. You know what I'm saying? I only wanted one baby father. And I met him, and then things was going whatever, how it was going. And then before I knew it, I'm moving out again. So it's just like, you know, with my baby father, it's like, damn, we did have that 3-year break. We did have that 3 time apart. He did have a girlfriend. I didn't. But when I found out who the girl was and I knew who the girl was, it wasn't like, oh, wow, you knew this is my baby father. It was like a small world type of thing. They got together. He broke up with her. And I'm like, nah, what you doing, bro? She was good. She was good for you. You know what I'm saying? And then before I know it, I'm in a relationship and I'm thinking, you know, he's giving me the same blessings. Like, I hope he do you right, blah, blah, blah. And then I get shitted on. So it's like we got the same story. Like what he did to her was done to me from him. Like, he cut it off with her and he cut it off with me. And so now it's like I'm stuck in a rock and a hard place. It's like, if I go back to my baby father, is it going to pick up where we left off? Are we going to be stronger? Are we going to be better? Or am I going to have to go through the same shit I went through before?
Yeah, I think
But that's what I'm going through now.
I think it's up for you guys to decide. You know, I think that comes with y'all sitting down and having that conversation with each other, because maybe it could be a situation where y'all needed that time, and now that you guys are coming back together, it's unfortunate your situation, but maybe that was God's way of bringing y'all back together. You really would never know until y'all have that open conversation with each other.
Yep. And that's the whole thing. So me personally, I say, you know, take your time, because like I said, you and your baby daddy, y'all have known each other.
Y'all said that shit.
So just take your time, and y'all got to date again. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, you know, when we were talking, you know, you were excited about being engaged. Now that is not happening anymore. You know, you're back with, well, I ain't gonna say back, but you know, you and your
I'm in square one. I'm at ground zero.
Sometimes those things need to happen.
Girl.
Sometimes. You know, it might have took you getting with him, realizing some things like, this is not what I really want. You might.
And that's what he said about me. He was like, I got with the girl, and then I was realizing that this is not what I really want.
And he realized he was probably missing some things that you had that she doesn't. So sometimes it takes for you to be apart, you both to be apart, to realize what you were missing out on. That's what, ain't that the saying, like, if you love something, let it go.
And if it comes back,
that's how you know.
Yep.
Yeah. So you never know.
Yeah. You never know. So just take your time, and I know things are gonna work out. There's no need to rush for anything, because like you said, he always gonna be there. Y'all have a child together. So just date more, you know what I'm saying? And figure out if that's really what you want. I think a lot of times we as women, we rush into situations because we have this fantasy of what we want our life to be with a particular person, or we want, somebody for our child, or just, want somebody because we're lonely, not knowing that we as women, we have to work out those kinks ourselves. It's not always the man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We got a lot of things that we need, childhood traumas, things that we've seen that our mothers have gone through, our fathers have gone through, you know what I'm saying? So I always say, get that off of you, work on yourself so that you don't have to nitpick that other person and what they're doing and what they're not doing. You know what I'm saying? So if you're happy and content with yourself, you can always be happy and content with someone else, because that other person or that man is not going to determine your happiness. I used to say in a relationship that I had, like, you're not making me happy. You know what I'm saying? But it's not that person's responsibility to make you happy. Yep. It's your responsibility. And if you figure that out, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a lot smoother.
Yep, you make yourself happy.
I just feel so crazy though. Like everything was like, I'm not gonna say like I had rose-colored glasses on, because I kind of was like, yeah, nah, I gotta be on my P's and Q's dealing with this individual, the other guy. But I'm like, for so far, me being on my P's and Q's, it's all right. We got along. We meshed well. It was a great conversation, everything. But I realized it's like not me. It's just me. Like it's not. He's just not into me, and that's okay.
That's okay. Right.
And that's okay. But we got along as individuals.
Right.
It's just. That's what happened. And then when my baby father was telling me his story with the girl, he was like, the girl was all that. She's pretty, she's smart, she got a job, she got it going on. But it's just, I just wasn't clicking with her.
Right.
I was like, right. I get it.
You don't click with everybody. Sometimes you just want to feel good.
And you can't trust us. Okay, look. In fact, I was just about to say, you can't trust the big dick in the smile. You might have to bleep that out, but they poison, man. They poison.
As our auntie Jada would say, I would just want to feel good.
I had an entanglement. I did have an entanglement, and I definitely got too tangled in my entanglement. I went too far, too fast.
Baby,
don't beat yourself up about it, because
I'm not, because now I'm ready to work out, and that's another reason why when we get into beauty tips, or I can just give you my beauty tip, what I did.
But look, this is part of my motivation too. So you got all this tiny and
right. So this is all y'all. Today is helping me. Today it's my therapy day. But I wanted to start working. Okay, I did my hair one day. Right, I went outside. The humidity was so bad, it looked like my hair wasn't even touched. I said, I'm done with it. I worked out. Hair just sweating everywhere, just all over me, and I just couldn't take it. So I was like, if it was a tighter curl, I wouldn't be bothered, because the tighter curl is, the less sweat that will drip out. It'll be all up in your hair, and that'll make it grow. So I just cut it off.
You did the big chop?
Yeah, I did the big chop. I did not the Tiffany Haddish chop, but like when you wet it, it gets so curly and good, and you can put some twisted hair.
I was just about to say, you got nice braided hair.
Yeah, yes, but also the products, girl. I spent $50 at the hair store on creams and gels and curls, and they work lovely. Lovely.
I'm gonna have to get some help with that, because
I can wake up in the morning, like do this. I like playing in my hair. I like doing this, going to sleep. I like getting in the water. It's just glistening. I love it. But I want curly. I just want all curls like this.
Yeah, see, I need some help with some products that you use, because my kids got curly hair, but I've never let Ryan wear her hair curly, because I don't know how, once it dries, I don't know how to keep that curl in her hair. So like it'll dry curly, but some parts don't look good. So I'm gonna have to get with you on that on another note. But also, I used to perm my edges. Like I only perm my edges. I never perm my whole head. So
that's me.
Now since quarantine, it's been so long since I've permed my hair. Because even before quarantine, I was like, I'm not gonna perm it for a little bit. So when quarantine hit, I didn't perm it either. So it's been a long time. So now I got like this much new growth coming in, and it's curly, like it's super duper curly. So I was like, if I do the big chop, I can have and let my curls just grow. I never known my hair was curly in my life because
I used to see that when you wore short hair.
But
the edges on your neck could tell.
I never knew. I never really paid attention to it till now. So, and then I was like, if I cut it off and just let my curls come in, I'll have curly hair. So I'm thinking about doing the big chop.
Everything is black on Miss Jessie's. I think they all got it's like a whole thing in the hair store. Miss Jessie's, she got all the curls, all the quenching curls, all the curl things. And if you get Transitioners Magic from what's the lady? You know, one of them ladies had committed suicide.
I know what you're talking about.
What's that product, girl?
I forget. We're gonna have to do some
product.
research. I know exactly what you're talking
that
about.
Product, Transitioners Magic.
Okay.
That product is the ultimate. I don't give a hell what type of. You got 4C, 4B, 3A, 8, 6, 9.
Because my new growth is like curly,
baby, and your hair is going to be the bomb.
So it's straight.
Oh yeah, so that's your new growth. So that straight is your dead ends. If you want to go natural, you could clip that out, but you don't have to with Transitioners Magic.
Oh, so it'll make it all turn back.
Going for you. It's doing it for you. That's why it's called Transitioners Magic. It's all that.
You just definitely taught me something. I'm gonna be in there getting all type of products.
Get it in. Well, listen. All right. So right now it is time for the trending topics. Okay.
Yeah.
So who got what's happening? I know I've been in and out of, Instagram, but I've been keeping up with what's going on. So
much going on
right. What's the tea, boo?
Woo, girl, so much going on. The internet is going crazy, and Jada Pinkett Smith is trending. Okay.
Oh my God.
So I don't know if you guys remember, about 2 weeks ago, August Alsina did an interview with Angela Yee. They had like a sit down. It was like an hour-long interview. But in the interview, he opened up about his affair with Jada Pinkett Smith. I'm going to let y'all listen to what he had to say.
I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life, and I truly and really, really deeply loved and have a ton of love for her. I devoted myself to it. I gave my full self to it. So much so to the point that I can die right now and be okay with knowing that I truly gave myself to somebody.
Right, you did the right thing.
And I really loved a person. I experienced that. I know what that feels like, and some people never get that in this lifetime. So I know that I'm completely blessed.
Child, let me tell you something. When I saw that interview, I said, first of all, this boy is hurt. Jada done had sex with this boy and threw him away and went back to her husband.
Yes,
he is telling like a little bitty boy. He just ran his mouth because he hurt. He one of them psycho.
Let me tell you, child, all them little diseases and bone marrow transplants was a false null and void. Wasn't nothing wrong with that damn organ. He was doing it for attention, honey, to get that Jada back in check. This is what happened. Will was doing his thing. All the time Will was doing his thing. Jada had enough. Jada got caught up, and August Alsina probably got the biggest old ding ding on the side of the moon. And he's fine. And he probably sung a song and they took a bath together and did stuff in the moonlight that we will never find out. And got cut off when Will found out that some men like you to pay the shadow until you get on, and they on you because you in the limelight too. I'm gonna keep it on the low, but I done seen a couple husbands do their wives like that.
Right.
I done seen a couple husbands do their wives like that when their wives was chilling. They thought they wasn't doing nothing, and they come through with something, and now they want to be all up on it.
Those the ones get cheated on.
Okay. Because Will, you wasn't even thinking about no damn red table talk until she had everybody in the United States of the world on the damn red table talk. You came back on there.
Right. And another thing I feel like when Jada brought herself to the table, right? Okay. I feel like that was more so as Will telling her that she needed to do that because first of all, that's an embarrassment.
Yes.
Men cannot accept that same hurt that they put on women. You know what I'm saying? Because men do it to women all the time, and we like, we'll be hurt, but we'll take it. We'll be right back. Yep. Will that Negro
he wanted to jump across that table and he wanted to bing, bing, bing.
But he can't do that because she only did that because he was screwing around.
And she knew exactly what she was doing, honey. And she did, and she still won.
Right. His was not out like that though. So
exactly. But I like that he admitted to it. Because she said you was doing your thing too. And he was like, you right. So
it's been rumored for a long time that Will has had a girlfriend, like still to this day.
But nobody
on gossip in the city.
Yes.
But nobody knows about it. You know what I'm saying? Their thing is
I saw the pics. We seen the girl.
We saw all of it. But he's probably paying her. He's probably paying her. She got curly hair, light skin. Oh yeah, we see
she a tall Jada Pinkett.
But see, the thing is, their thing is you keep your side pieces quiet.
So the thing is,
when August started talking, now it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like he had a problem with her because Jada and August were taking pictures everywhere. You would see them in all them pictures. But when it hits the forefront, like when he started
you heard what she said, Jazzy. You heard she said this was something that was supposed to be private when she started that conversation. But she said for him to put it out now, I just don't understand. But so you know what she's insinuating, that he's only saying it now to boost his album sales and stuff like that.
4 years later, 4.5 years later.
But wait, he dropped the bomb when it was time because baby, you don't see that man walking around with no cane or no special eyeglasses because he can't see and he was talking clear. That man is disease free. He was doing all that stuff to get Jada attention and then it didn't work. But he dropped a good old bomb.
It worked for a little bit.
It dropped a good old bomb. He didn't get no album sales after that. He dropped a good old bomb in 2020 to see what true colors is going on. And Will, you got exposed because you was cheating on your wife and she had enough and she went and got August Alsina.
He was like, you know what? I'm going to go get it.
And then Will, you so much of a Obama like in the Hollywood industry. You had to make sure you was there and support your wife. And
you would have been looking crazy.
Right.
You would have been looking crazy.
Mm-hmm. So, just because of that comment, Will gave me his blessing to do it.
And
I'm sure you did after you probably let me see y'all do it.
But he had to come back and be like, I didn't do that.
Yeah. But I think he did. I think he lied.
But I think he baby.
No, you know what? I think because it got so bad in that house. Y'all see that interview when Jada was like, we all gonna
be on this side of the house.
I'm gonna be on there with somebody, or you gonna be on the house with somebody. They crossed paths. That's what happened. Jada crossed paths with Will's girlfriend and was like, okay, whatever you do.
But no, I believe they knew, like their relationship. They knew what was going on. I just believe that it got to the point where your side piece is telling. If I was Jada and my thing, I don't cheat, I'm not a cheating person, but I wouldn't have brought nothing to the damn table. Who finna tell? I would have let all this stuff blow over.
He was getting allowance.
Nothing.
He was getting allowance. He was going on trips.
I'm sure.
And he had that big old wanker. And Will went in there. Will went in there and couldn't feel nothing. So he said, that's enough.
Come on, y'all. All the pictures that we used to see of August and Jada always out somewhere. What were they together for if it wasn't for
therapy? She said therapy. He needed healing. You were no psychiatrist, girl. You didn't put on poetic justice movies. You on Minister
But if you remember, she was calling August Alsina her son.
Yes.
And I was like, something's going on.
But no, I'm not feeling that. Don't be being fake ancestral, okay? Don't be doing that.
Well, baby,
let
me tell you something. The City Girls is up by 100,000 points right about now.
Yes.
It's in for the win. You know what
I mean?
Yes. But so let me ask y'all this, because she also said at the time that her and Will were separated. Like they was on the verge of getting a divorce. Now, would you guys, but does that make it right for you to still date other people and have an affair in a marriage if you're separated? Or should you get the divorce first and then go on your separate way with your situation?
Ooh,
I believe you should definitely get a
I
divorce
think the
first.
separation is to see if you really want to get divorced or not.
Yeah, if you want to get a divorce.
Yeah, I believe you need now y'all been separated for over a year. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, okay, you don't see anything happen. Then absolutely go on with your life. But see, even some men, like some married men have tried to holler, oh, I'm going through a divorce. Okay, baby, well, holler at me after all that is done. Because right now, like, we not doing nothing like this. I'm not going to be messing with no married man.
If you get back with your wife or something, or you still messing with her.
Exactly. Holler at me after all that is done, because I don't want to be the reason why y'all didn't work it out. You understand what I'm saying? Yep. But if you remember, in the beginning, Jada has always felt, she ain't gonna say always, but she's felt guilty for a long time for taking Cherie from Will Smith. That's why she's always tried to keep them together and over their house, which I thought that was so weird. But I think she's always felt guilty.
She took him from him?
She felt like she did, because at the Real Table Talk, she said to Cherie, she said, I thought that you guys were done. She said, yes, you guys were separated, but she said, had I known what I know now, I would have never come in, because you guys were still married but going through a divorce. Right. And Cherie was like, oh yeah, you thought we were over though. You thought we were over. And Jada was like, I did. I thought that y'all was over. But yeah, so she felt
Jada and her little mom that looked just like her stirring up some pots.
Right. Auntie Jada got some stuff in her closet.
What Gina had said. What was her encrypted tweet about?
Who?
Gina, right. Tisha Campbell.
Oh, Tashina.
No, Tisha Campbell. What she write? Tashina is Pam. Tisha is Gina.
Gina from Pam and Martin. Well, you know that she was married to Dwayne Martin. Dwayne Martin and Will Smith are like this, or are like this. Tisha feels like that relationship. Remember, there's always been rumors about Will and Dwayne Martin being too close. And remember, Lisa Ray came out and said Dwayne Martin had, her husband, sleeping with different women, bringing them to the islands and stuff like that. So that's always kind of been like this thing. But Tisha said that, her tweet was not implying anything about Will Smith and Dwayne Martin, but that's neither here nor there. So who knows, baby? But city girls up. All right, Ravin, what other topics we got?
Ooh, Atlanta is shutting down again. Okay. Mayor Keisha Lansbottoms is not playing. She said everybody need to wear a mask if you are out and about in the city. And then she's going to shut everything back down. So restaurants are going back to takeout only. Clubs are about to close again. The city's shutting right back down for phase 2 of the COVID.
But
Ebony,
our governor is beefing with our mayor right now, because he basically saying she don't got the authority to do that until I sign off on it and say so. I don't know how that's gonna play out, but the ghetto, y'all.
But ain't that
our mayor?
No, because I'm DJing with my mask on.
How is our mayor and our governor beefing?
You want to know why they beefing? Because Kim is pro-Trump, and Keisha announced that she's going behind Joe Biden. So now they neck and neck.
They're beefing. Yes, they really are beefing. So I feel like, out of spite, because he can make the calls, he can make the calls, I feel like he's going to go against everything she's saying now, just because he can.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But also, Keisha got COVID. So they're saying now she want to do all this stuff now because she got it and it hit home. That's why she want to do everything. But I feel like she's been trying, but nobody has really been listening to her. So now she's like, since I got it, I need to make people listen more, and I need to really crack down on what's going on, because our cases are spreading like crazy.
Wow. I do I do feel that. I love our mayor. I really do. I feel like she stands for, you know, us Black women and just Black community, period. However, I feel like she is busy trying to get the community to like her other than enforcing her power. Because look at this, you know, look at the thing that happened to Rashard Brooks and then the little girl who just got killed over there, where you knew that those guys were there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Even the community was saying, hey, you know, we got police officers on a corner, you got a man shot dead, and they won't even respond. So it's like, you know, now you want to do something now that an 8-year-old has been shot, and, you know, you're not enforcing it. So I just feel like I want her to be enforceable, you know what I'm saying, have more power. And then it's like, you know, you're reprimanding these police officers, but you're not retraining them to deal with the community or to deal with these people. It's more so like, oh, I'm just gonna send you to jail and, you know, that's it. So there's a serious issue, and especially I've never seen it in my life, maybe because our age, I don't know, where a governor is not in synchronicity with their mayor. I have never seen it ever.
That's why I said Atlanta is just ghetto all the way around. Like, we just in trouble. Like,
Atlanta is ghetto.
We in trouble. We in trouble, girl.
It's getting ghettoer and ghettoer.
It is.
We in trouble.
And then, wait a minute. This is off the subject. We're kind of still on the subject. Did you see one of our clubs in Atlanta put a whole pool inside the club?
Baby.
What was the point for that? What was
put a pool inside the club.
Are you serious?
And it was 1 million people in there partying during COVID in the pool, just like it was
sick. They're sick right now. They are sick right now.
And I know, Shay, you're in the clubs. Like, I know, you know, me as a host, as a radio personality, you know, we have a lot of clubs. That's our side hustle. That's our money. But to be safe, I've turned down a lot of different gigs because I don't want to be in the club, you know, because I know they aren't taking the necessary precautions. So I've turned down, you know, money to get the hustle, but I know, you know, you're in the club. So what is the atmosphere like for you?
Well, I actually just wear a mask and DJ, and usually where I'm at, they take the temperatures before you come in. Mm-hmm. And I just stay, like, you know, when you DJ and you got your own space, so it's not really like I'm social distancing in social distancing, like
absolutely,
like I'm not even nowhere really near it. But yeah, I feel pretty good. I've been staying like on my vitamins, elderberry, everything, like just used to my immunity, on top of my mask. Every time I get out the car, hand sanitize. When I go in the car, hand sanitize, and then I don't leave the booth. Like, I don't even go to the bathroom.
Absolutely. So, all right. So listen, next up, we got to help a sister out. Are y'all ready to help somebody out, child? Because we just need so much help.
We need some help.
Shay has a letter from somebody. What is going on?
Child, she says, I am a Black woman and I'm starting to become insecure about my skin color. So much is going on in social media, and men are continuing to highlight and showcase exotic women. What can I do to get my confidence back?
Wow.
That's tough. Speaking of that, it was just 50 Cent was just being interviewed by Lil Wayne. And he was one of the ones that's probably making her self-esteem go down, because he's talking like Black women are just angry Black women, and exotic women is the way to go and only the way to go. Like, what?
I think that is so stupid.
That's with people doing that left and right. It's hard for women, and not even necessarily because, you know, they always say light-skinned women have it a little bit easier, but it's hard for women of darker skin tone to have that confidence when people feel like you only exotic if you're a certain color with certain texture of hair. And I feel like Black women are one of the most exotic type of women that we have. We got all, like, we look different. You know what I'm saying? We got all.
I think it's all coming from where you from. Like, you know, like up north love brown women, Black women.
No, child.
All the Puerto Ricans love the brown women. A lot of guys hate light-skinned girls up north.
I personally love
stand it.
browns and chocolate skins. Like Ravin, you posted a picture the other day, and I saw your
Yeah.
lips is glistening, and I was like, "Oh yes, chocolate!" Like
That's
I
like
just
clean,
look
smooth,
you
and
know,
rich.
yes, like
It's rich.
who don't love
But see,
that?
the thing is, with men who are always, now, granted, you love who you love. You know, if it works out with whoever you were, okay, good, fine. You want a white girl, exotic girl, cool. But don't sit up there and say that black women are angry because you messing with somebody exotic. My thing is, your mama black, your daughter is black, Lil Wayne, while you up there laughing, and don't make us feel like we are inferior to what you pick. You understand what I'm saying?
I personally think he can't deal with being with a black woman because, well, I'm not gonna even say some exotic women too, but most black women will put you in your place and won't let you do, you know what I'm saying? You need a strong black woman that's opinionated, that's not gonna allow you to run all over her, that's gonna say, look, no, nigga, you need to be quiet. You know,
don't want that.
Yes, that's what it is he don't want. And it's not necessarily that it's only black women that do that. Because like I said, some exotic women will put you in your place too. But it's more black women that will. And he can't, I don't think he can stand that right now. Now, the girl that he's with, she looked like she's a little sassy and stuff. So she might be one of them ones that will put him in his place. But it's just like, that's what it is about black women. We are more prone to tell you no. And
Your
not
accountability.
we're not gonna let you do what you want to do. So if that makes us angry, then so be it.
Well, they cancel. I unfollowed 50. I definitely unfollowed Lil Wayne. Well, I never followed him anyway, but and I unfollowed 50 long time ago. But yeah, no music is being played for me because I'm just like, at the end of the day, till you get your shit together about black women, I would not be supporting you, radio or not. So.
Yeah, in regards to the question, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too.
In regards to the question, I just feel like you have to just be confident in yourself and your skin color. And just know that you're beautiful, regardless of what he says or anybody else says. You don't have to be exotic to be beautiful. You don't have to be a certain shade of color to be beautiful. We are all beautiful in our own ways. We all got different unique features and qualities, and it ain't even just looks that make you beautiful. It's all different types of your personality and the way you carry yourself, and just the confidence you have in yourself will make you beautiful. So some of the most beautiful women got the lowest self-esteem.
Girl.
So you know what I'm saying? So don't let them discourage you from or make you feel less than, because that's not the case. That's just them being ignorant right now. But
and hence the reason why they keep running through so many of the exotic women and white women, and then y'all eventually come back to a black woman. But boop, 1 is beautiful, 2 is beautiful, 3 is beautiful, 4 is beautiful, and all women of color who are black and beautiful. And shouts out to the men who love their black women. We salute you every day, all day for loving us. We love you for loving us.
I know some men that like both black and white, exotic. They like all races, but don't just make it seem like it's only one type of woman that is beautiful. Like, don't do that. That's
exactly. And another thing too, one thing that I like to do is I follow accounts that talk about black women and beautiful black women and quotes about black women, pictures that highlight the beauty of black women. So maybe even just watching the accounts that you follow and putting those accounts on your timeline. So as you're scrolling, like, oh yeah, you know, just a little reassurance to know, like, you know, your black is beautiful.
Exactly.
And this one more thing, I even like the fact that, you know, with me having a daughter, and when we was growing up, we had certain type of Barbie dolls. It was only certain types of Barbie dolls, but now, or dolls. So now it's like you see all skin tones of Barbie, all hair texture. Barbie got Afro puffs or afros. So, you know, I just really like how they did that, so that the kids won't grow up thinking this is what you're supposed to look like. Like, you're supposed to be pencil thin, or you're supposed to have long, straight, silky hair. And, you know, like, I really salute Barbie for doing that. And even other dolls as well. They make them look like our black and brown kids now, instead of just all one color, you know.
Exactly. Love it. So now that we're done with Help a Sister Out, now let's go into You Got This, which is the motivational tip of the week.
Yes. Okay, so my quote for this week is something that was floating around a long time ago, but I put it in my notes so I can remember it. But the quote is, I had to make you uncomfortable or else you wouldn't have moved.
Ooh, child.
So that to me kind of goes with what Shay's situation right now. It goes with the pandemic that we're in right now. I feel like a lot of us have done things differently now because we were forced to do things differently. So like Shay is in a situation with the dude she was engaged with, and because of that situation and it ending how it ended, she's forced to go and do something else, you know. So it's like maybe it was a reason why it happened, and it had to happen the way it did for something else to happen, or else, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that quote to me says, I had to kind of shake the tables a little bit to get you to move, or else you would have still been sitting there complacent in your situation and you wouldn't have done anything else. And as far as this pandemic that we're in, a lot of people lost jobs. A lot of people lost money. A lot of people just have been sitting at home figuring out new things to do to make money, new businesses that they've just been sitting on. They are now trying to launch those businesses and things like that, and they wouldn't have done that before if this situation wasn't in place to make them do it. So now everybody's trying to figure out different ways to make money and things like that. So sometimes things have to happen. It may not be good at the moment, but they have to happen for you to move your feet. Some people just get so comfortable in their situation. They may be unhappy. They may be in a relationship that they don't like, or because he's taking care of her or something like that, and she's just super unhappy. And if that man was to up and leave you today, he would leave you with nothing. And you know what you got to do? You got to get your butt up, and you will be forced to figure something else out. So sometimes things end, sometimes things happen for you to get up and move your feet and do what you should have been doing in the first place, but you wasn't doing it because you were comfortable.
Hello. Okay, that's the word for the week.
Don't look at these bad things as bad things. Look for the lesson in it, find the lesson in it, and move for it. It's going to put some fire behind your butt, and, you know, it's going to light an ignition and make you want to move and do something bigger and better than what you for.
There's always a positive in every negative.
That's right.
Absolutely. All right, ladies. Well, we had a great conversation, man. I'm looking forward to next week. You are looking forward to it as well. And if you have any products that you would like to showcase, make sure you hit us up on our Instagram. We have our email in the bio, and we are open to all comments, especially women who need tips and all the other good stuff. So we are for Women by Women, and we will catch you guys next week. Bye.